My name is Charlene Kaye. I go by Kaye. I'm an indie rock musician based in New York, and my last album is called Conscious Control. I happen to have access to a studio space that has an all-white background. What you see is me in all white with these planets and galaxies. It sort of blurs the lines between what I'm doing and what the background is doing, and I like the idea that you lose sense of that boundary. This video was the first one that I did entirely by myself. The record is largely about feeling very isolated and trying to make sense of chaos that you've created to have personal growth and exploring whether or not that's necessary or if it's destructive. I wrote this album at a time of great change when I knew that there were aspects of myself that were pushing me to make changes that I knew were going to be incredibly painful. And the only thing to do was to sort of lean into it instead of resisting it. And there's a thing called your Saturn return, which in astrology terms is apparently the time when you become a full adult, and those lessons that you've been resisting learning force themselves upon you, whether or not you're ready for them. And so I felt like in this case, I had to make these choices, and it was almost out of my control. And so it seemed like that was a recurring theme throughout all of the songs. And yeah, it brought me to make this body of work that I'm really proud of. And I'm proud that it reflects this particular period in my life, which was very painful, but ultimately very illuminating. Yeah, so for younger musicians starting out, I guess the only advice that I would have would be, as much as you can, try to enjoy the process and be agnostic about the outcome, because so much is out of your control. So much is moving and changing at a pace that is so beyond our comprehension. And the thing that I like about music so much is that it forces you to be in the moment and focus on one thing, whether that be recording a harmony or, you know, finding the perfect lyric to something that you're trying to find out or express. And it's very meditative in that way. And so I would just say to do it for yourself and try your best to enjoy the making aspect of it and the collaborative aspect of it. And once you put it out in the world, it's sort of out of your hands.